Hey guys, this is a tutorial on the Fingerpass, which is a fundamental in pen spinning. Um, Basically, the Fingerpass is you passing the pen between each of the finger slots. This video also covers finger slots in general, what to call whenever your pen's in between whichever fingers, and how you would describe it, as well as tricks and their modifiers, how a modifier on a trick affects the trick. I won't go too in depth with them, but I'll just cover the basics of them. First of all, the finger pass. About this trick, it's not really something you need to learn, it's just something that you need to get used to, mostly because it's not that hard to do. Most people, whenever they think of pen spinning, they kind of do the finger pass. So the finger pass pretty much looks like this. You just pass it from finger to finger, and each pass is half a revolution. So it's really simple. Basically, start in whatever finger slot. So I'm starting between the index and the middle finger. So if I wanted to pass it to my middle finger to ring finger, basically I just kind of lower my index finger while raising my middle finger. I bring my ring finger up, and once I know that it's made contact, I lower my index finger, and voila, you made a single pass. Basically, you repeat that to the pinky and ring finger. And once you do that, now you don't pass it this way again. What you do is you pass it over the ring finger now. So going from the index finger to ring finger, middle finger looks like this. You pretty much raise your index finger, lower your ring finger, then you bring your middle finger down just like so, and you pass it half a revolution. And then just repeat that same step with the index finger, and there you go. Just know the finger pass isn't like one complete cycle of this. A finger pass is basically that. It's just half a revolution. But in order to practice this, you might just want to just keep going through each one of them, and eventually you'll get used to it and you'll be able to do it a lot quicker. It might seem like really jittery at first. I know it was for me when I was trying to learn this trick, but over time you'll be able to smooth it out and be able to do this very quickly. Common misconception that I've seen when people try to do the finger pass: don't skip over this middle slot right here, which I'll cover what it's called later. I know people that whenever they just get to this point, they bring it over this slot for whatever reason, but that's not a finger pass at all. It's not really much of a trick. Just go through each finger, and then don't go like this either. That you don't want to do that when you're practicing this trick, because you want to be able to do this from any finger slot that there is. So of course the thumb, it's not part of this, but I guess you can say it, you can do it. But just learning these four fingers is the fundamental to it. Just learn these finger slots, and all it takes is practice. Once you get how to do it, just keep practicing until you get smoother at it. It's very, very straightforward, and just takes practice. That's all it is. I'm gonna move on to the finger slots and modifiers, most because you kind of need to know this if you're gonna get into pen spinning. If you take your hand, there's certain ways to identify where the pen is. So if you wanted to tell someone a combo, you would use finger slots to convey where your pen goes throughout your hand. So say I have my pen like this between my middle finger and my ring finger. This is actually slot 2, 3. If you look at your hand, we describe each finger by either a number or the letter T. The letter T is obviously your thumb, and then in order to count the other numbers, or the other fingers, it's just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, that is. Your index is number 1, your middle finger is 2, ring finger is 3, and then your pinky finger is 4. So if I want to describe this, where my pen is between my middle finger and my ring finger, that is slot 2, 3. If I wanted to describe this slot, it is finger slot 1, 2. Usually you go with the lower number and then you say the higher number next. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. T1 right here, if you were to hold it like this is T2. You'll always say the thumb first, so T whatever finger slot that there is. That's basically all it is to it. It's a very simple and easy system to learn. Just kind of get used to it. You're gonna see this in many like combos of YouTube videos of where, oh, I do like this trick from slot 2, 3 to 3, 4, something like that. Just get used to what it really means. It's really easy. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your T. Next up is modifiers. Modifiers basically are just variations of tricks. So say the Fingerpass has a modifier that you can put onto it. It's called the Fingerpass reverse. It's really simple. It's not that much. So the Fingerpass moves in this direction, right? However, if you do a Fingerpass reverse, you'll go the other direction, like so. I'm not quite used to it yet. I don't really practice it much. But that's all it is. The reverse basically means you move in the reverse direction. So like the next trick that I'm going to be posting a video about is called the Sonic, which looks like this. Then there's a Sonic reverse. The Sonic also has another modifier, which is called the inverse Sonic, which looks like that. Basically, inverse means it is done in a mirrored way, or you could also hear inverse as saying mirrored Sonic or something like that. Basically, it's done in the opposite way, not in the opposite direction, like wherever the finger goes, like so, and then you just move in the opposite direction instead. But instead, it's done either like the Sonic is this kind of motion right here, but instead of going behind the middle finger like so, instead of going behind the middle finger, it instead goes in front of the middle finger like that. I'll tell more about the Sonic later in the next episode, but basically they changed the trick a little bit. It's really simple. Two other modifiers are the continuous modifier and the fingerless modifier. There's plenty of tricks out there that involve those. I'll go over them later if I feel like it. But that's basically it. So there's the Fingerpass. Very easy, just takes practice. Finger slots, this is your thumb. So this is T, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then modifiers such as the reverse, inverse, continuous, and fingerless. That's basically all it is. Really simple. It's not much in this video because they're all really simple. I decided to put finger slots and modifiers in this video because the Fingerpass doesn't take a lot to learn. There really isn't a learning curve to it anyways. It's just being able to get used to it because most people already understand this concept. So yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you next time.